A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. It's the Condors and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Georgia Tech making some noise in college football last season, going 9-4. This team was strong in the ACC at 6-2 overall. Brent Key looking to keep that consistency and continuity heading into 2026. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be the Condors headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia Tech's offense will get the football first. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. On the run, it's Maddox. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here comes the option. Can't get him to the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. There's some room. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open, nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly, nice accurate pitch out in front of him, easy catch, and then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Inside the 25. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll bring it out. It's King. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Condors offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. On the ground with the counter. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Condors will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And after the turnover, there's a man still down, and we have an injury on the field. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. Great place to start for this offense. The option look. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Motion from the wideout. On the option. He'll do it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Push down for the tackle.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
It'll be 3rd and long. On the option. Runs through a tackle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On the run, it's Hosley. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Goes to the option. Got a little grass. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
To the air, it's Grimes. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the option. Finding open areas. Makes a man miss. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Motion from the back. Beck's going for the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's King. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's right. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Buying some time. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And it'll be the Condors will punt this one away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
On the ground, it's Alexander. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's right. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Handoff from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Maybe maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. After the run, now to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs.
Touchdown, Condor! He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, David.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell. Once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain.
There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down.
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Here comes the option. Pulls it and runs it again. Might have a chance. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Georgia Tech spends its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Yellow Jackets spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on first and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 10 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Scarlet Knights, looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Atlanta. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Kevin about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's King. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game.
There's a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself on the draw. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give on the option. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The last time they had it, a thing of beauty. Did whatever they want, run, pass, and wound up in the end zone. Now on the option. The option, he'll keep it. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing maybe some room here. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Grimes. Finds his man, it's Hosley. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Give to the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Great job by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. So a drive there of 82 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's King. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They
makes the grab in their space. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. After 3 periods of play, and these two running backs have gone head-to-head. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Wright. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Condors decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Running inside, it's Marshall. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The option look. Pulls it on the option. Crosses to 35. At midfield, he's got room. Took care of it himself. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Dropping back, it's Wright. Hauls it in. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. The hand to the running back. Here's a little room there. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically, already over 100 yards rushing, but look on the scoreboard and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just wonder if it's going to be enough handing off to this guy to get back in the game.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking to throw, it's right. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it to him on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Time to take a shot. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to make the...
At the 15.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Tight end now in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. Makes it past the marker. Could be an alley. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Condor! Excellent path by the back on the option. PAT unit on the field. Right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Gets the back moving. They want that clock to run. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Yellow Jackets are threatening in the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the red zone, it's Alexander. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Blue 22.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.